Now, in this video, we will go to take up one more problem on how to solve the problem of square prism by using auxiliary plane method. And this is the typical example. We want to convert this into by using the AutoCAD, how it will go to be able to solve it. So first, we will going to take up uh, first, we're going to draw a top view wherein we have a square of 40 mm side. So to do that, first I will go for polygon command. You go to polygon and then polygon, enter number of sides. It is 4. By default, it is 4. You accept it. Specify center of polygon or edge. I want the edge option. So type E, capital letter of the option. Specify first end of edge, first end point of edge. You take this as a ortho mode on. You just click and give the distance as 40. Then you click on this square and go to command CH, type CH, enter. Then you change the layer to views. Okay, then press escape. Then close it. Now, the first is then I need to write this diagonal now. So to do that, I will go for line. When you are switching on, you make sure that OSNAP command is enabled. And in this, you make sure endpoint, center point, node, intersection, perpendicular, all these options are enabled. Then go to line, select this endpoint to this endpoint. Similarly, line, select this endpoint to this endpoint and press enter key. Once you do that, now we will going to write the text now. So to do that, I will go for zoom window, come down to this and type the text. And here the text size is 2.5. I will, the moment when you want to write the text, make sure that your ortho and OSNAP is disabled. Go to here, type A is the top, B, C, D. So in the same way. So here I will go to type A, go to D text. Here I will type text height has 3, enter, and specify rotation angle of text as 0. And here I will type A, B, C, and D. Similarly, I will type P, then you have Q, then you have R, then you have S here. And also I need to write O1. So to do that, I will click here and type O. Then I will click here in bracket. I will write O1. I will write O1 and close it. Now I want to go for zoom window. I will bring still nearer and go to move. Select A and keep it nearer to that particular point. Like these 4. And similarly move, select this enter key or space bar, select ordinary some point, select somewhere and move it nearer, select this again, select object, specify base point, click somewhere and you bring it here. Similarly the point B here and then point C here, then we have Q and you have R. So once you do that, so your top view is completed. Then go to linear dimension, go to linear dimension, select this endpoint. So you enable ortho, go to linear dimension, select endpoint of this to endpoint of this. You give the dimension as 40. So this is the first thing. Once you do that, then you go to zoom all. So here zoom extends. Then go to zoom 0.4x. I will reduce the dimension. Then go to line. Now I will bring this 0.5x, 50% of the display. Then go to zoom window, bring it near to the screen. Then go to line, take some distance from the XY line, from the top view. As far as possible, you take more number of distance so that it will not going to overlap on the next condition. Then go to offset and take this distance now. And I want to write the front view now. So go to offset, take the distance as 65. So you can take either O, or you click on offset, take the distance as 65, select this line and offset it here. Similarly, you go to line, take endpoint to perpendicular to this. Similarly, endpoint of this to perpendicular to this. Then go to trim, take this and cut it here, and cut it here, and cut it here, and cut it here. Then you go to modify. Under that, you go for break at point. Select this, break at this point, and you select this and break at this point. Then similarly, you go to line, select this intersection and take it out. Then go to ortho, and both are disabled, and go to BR, that is the break. Not at that point, you will go to first one, break. Select some point here and break till here. Okay, now we have all these things have been completed, and select these 4 lines and then go to change properties, CH, go to layer, make that layer as views. Okay, come down to views and escape. Okay, now again select this line, go to CH, and now come down to layer, make that layer as axis. Okay, and close it. Now we have the front view. Then go to line, select this line and take endpoint, put the ortho on this side, and similarly go to line, select on this and draw this line here. Okay, now once you do that, now I need to write this P dash, A dash, C dash and O dash here on this side, and similarly XY and VP and HP. So to do that, I will go for D text, select this point, take height as 3, put the caps lock on, type X and you type Y. In this case, you type capital VP, and here you write capital HP. Once you do that, now you start using to write this. Go to B dash, then here C dash, then here it is T dash. Okay, then here it is A dash. Okay, then here it is O dash in bracket. Okay, then at the bottom you can see here you have Q dash, then R dash is nearer to the observer, then you have S dash is away from the observer, then here P dash is away from the observer. Okay, then you come down to zoom window, bring it nearer to the screen, go to move. When you are moving, always make sure that ortho and OSNAP is disabled. Then you click here. If the OSNAP is active, then you will not be able to move the text properly. That is the reason. You just go to B dash, then again you click on this and bring it nearer to this. Okay, then you take C dash and keep it here, then D dash and you keep it here. Okay, similarly take Q dash, then P dash, then VP, then HP, then X, then Y, then R dash, then S dash, and now go to D text. Here you type O within brackets O1 dash and close it. Now you come down to move, select this and you keep it here. Then go to linear dimension, enable OSNAP, go to linear dimension, take endpoint of this to endpoint of this, and take this dimension as 65. Then go back to zoom previous. So this is the front view, and that is the top view. Now we will just click on this and also click on this CH, go to layer, make that layer as XY layer. Okay, and then close it. Once you do that, now the next portion is how to draw this. So this is the X1, Y1 line, what I need to write. So to do that, I will go to line command and draw a line from this point and take at the rate of 100 less than 45 degrees. Then you go to, I need an extension to this. I will select some arbitrary line at some distance and go to extend. Extend is in trim. You can go to extend. You want the boundary edge, so I will select B, enter. Select this as the boundary edge and then enter object to extend. You select this. Once you do that, then once you complete that, you remove this. Okay. Now the next thing is I need to project from this point till here in all these cases. Now we will going to do that. So to do that, I will go for line, select endpoint to perpendicular to this line. Again, go to line, intersection to perpendicular. Again, line, take this endpoint to this perpendicular. Similarly, line, end of this to perpendicular to this. From here, perpendicular to this. Now, once you do this, this is the reason why I was telling you take as far as possible the farthest distance. Then after that, then what I need to do is I need to measure the distance from these two, the distance from XY line to this and transfer to here. So that means you have P, S, D, AD. So the distance from here to here is the first thing. So to do that, I will go for offset. You measure the distance from this to this and from here you draw it. Once you do that, now we have the baseline. So to do that, now I will go for extend EX, select this as the boundary. Okay. Object to extend is this line, then this line, this line, this line, this line. Okay. Now, then we have line, select this endpoint and draw perpendicular to this. So we have all these lines. Then what next? So the next thing is I want to measure the distance from this point to here and transfer it from here to here. So to do that, I will go for, see, that is what he has given. Measure the distance from BQCR. BQCR. All these things will be on the same line. So you measure the distance from this point to the XY line and correspondingly from this X1, Y1 line, you transfer it. So to do that, I will go for offset again, go to offset, measure the distance from B to the XY line to this, and then, offset, select this endpoint to this endpoint, then offset from here to here. Then go to extend. Again, you go for extension. Go to extend. Select this line till here. 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 Okay, once you do that, now we need to have the axis line. Again, go to offset. Select the distance from endpoint to this perpendicular. Similarly, from XY line, you offset it. Then which is the O dash and O1 dash, that is this line. Fillet between this and this. Okay. And also fillet between these two. Then we need to go for fillet again between this and this. Similarly between this and this. Now I want to go for a trim. Go to trim. So we want the cutting edges. Type T. Select object to cutting edge. I will select this line and this line as the cutting edge. Enter. Object to trim is this line and this line. Now we have completed the sketch. Now what I need to do, I will go for removing this. Go to break, select this line and break it outside, and from here you take it out. Now we have the things which has been completed. Now what I need to do is I need to break at all these points so that you can dark all these lines. So to do that, I will go for modify, go to break at point, select this OSNAP, break at this point, then break at this point, then break at this point, break at point, that is again select this and break at this point. Now we need to draw the all the exterior edges, and then this line is dark, only this line is hidden, and this is the axis line. So to do that, I will go for select all these border lines, and then from here what I'm able to see is this. Go to CH, go to layer and make that layer as view layer. Come down to this, go to views and you click. Similarly, you select this and go to CH, go to layer, make that as the hidden layer. And if you want to reduce the line type scale, you can reduce it here by 0.5 so that you will be able to see the hidden edge more profoundly. Again, go to CH and come down to the layer, and here you type axis, and again you reduce the axis line type scale factor and say close it. Now one should do that. Now I need to name these points. So to do that, what is that? X1, BP, AIP, Y1. So to do that, here all are capitals. Okay. Here come down to zoom window, the text. Here remove this and you type caps lock on, type X1 and here Y1, and then you have VP, and then here you have AIP, auxiliary inclined plane, which is AIP. Okay, then enter. Then go to move, keep it in this VP, here AIP, then X1, then Y1. One should do that. Now, okay, now I need to come down to zoom window, bring it near to the screen. Then here I need to start PSAD. So that is, go to D text, which is P, that is P here. Remove the caps lock, type P, then P, then you have yes. Okay, that is the one which you have here, P and yes. Okay, then we have A, which is that A will come here. Okay, A will come here, yes, and here you will get D. Similarly, in this case, here it is over. Come down to, in this case, we have Q, C, B, R, Q. Here you type C, B, R, and Q. Okay, sorry, Q. So here we have QRBC, QRBC, and PSAD, PSAD. So here we have O, and here we have O1 in bracket. Okay, O1 in O1. Okay, yes, O1. Here O1 without bracket, O1. Enter. Now we will go for zoom window, then move all these things appropriately now. So to do that, now we'll go for move, select this and you bring it here. Select this and you bring it here. Then you take this line and B, move it here similarly, or move object, select objects, select this, specify base point, you select somewhere outside and try to move it with reference to that point. Similarly here, move it here, then you have S, then you have O1, then you have A. Okay, so this is over now. Then go to zoom previous. Now I want this again, this x2 y2 with reference to this inclined line. So how to do that now? This angle is 30. If I want this, suppose I will take this line directly. So that means I want this. Now if you take this line, what is the current line of this? So these two are at 90 degrees to each other. Now I want this to be at an angle of 60 degrees, 30 degrees. So what should be this angle with reference to the x1, y1 line? So that is the one which I need to find out. So to do that, I will go for line command. I will go for line, select this. Suppose if you draw a line here, okay, I will draw a line from this point here. Okay, draw on horizontal line of any length. So if you do that, then you will have dim angle, DIM angular. Between these two, what is the angle now? 45 degree. Suppose if you take between these two, dim angular between this and this, that is also at 45. But what I want this to be, this x2, y2 line should be equal to 30 degrees. So that means I want this line, I will go to rotate, select this line, rotate with reference to this point in negative direction, that is clockwise minus 15 degree, so that it will be rotated at an angle of 30 degrees to this line. So you will going to get dim. If you measure this, I will come down to angular, select this line and this line. So now you can see this angle is 30. So now we got the angle, but I cannot keep this line here. Instead, what I will do, I will go for move command. So I will move this line above this. Once I have the orientation, I will go for command move. You go to move, select objects, you select this, keep the ortho on, select this and move it here now like this. Okay. Now once you keep this, now we have this secondary line, that is auxiliary incline, that is the top, front view now. So this is auxiliary front view. So to do that, now I will try to draw a line at some angle, at some distance, which is so that I can be able to extend this line till here and go to erase, select this. Now what I want is, I want all these points to be perpendicular to this, correct? So that is the one what I need now. So to do that, I will go for a line, put the ortho on, that is O snap on, take perpendicular to this. Similarly, line, take all these points to perpendicular first, line. So first I will go for the base, okay? P, Q, R, S. I will go for the base now. So first thing is I will take line, take end of this to perpendicular to this. Then from here, end of this to perpendicular to this. Similarly, end of this to perpendicular, the base now. So what is the distance I want? I want the distance from here now. So I want PQRS, that is this distance. So the distance of the point from XY line, that is the distance from P to this X1, Y1 line is the distance which I want to be transferred from. The distance from this point to here is the one which I need to transfer from X2, Y2 to that point. Correct? Yes. Now how to do that? Now I will go for offset. So now I'll bring it to the near to the screen and go to offset. Measure the distance from the endpoint of this to P dash. Select that line and offset it here. So which is the distance? I want P dash and Q dash from that point. Now I need to go for this. Where is P and Q? So that you need to consider. So I will go for extend, go to extend this, extend P, the corresponding point here. Okay, P. Then similarly Q. Where is that Q? Q is from this point. So you select this till here. And then go to fillet between this line and this line. Similarly from here to here. Then R and S is already on your base. So you need not have to change this. Again, you go for offset. That is from here. Take the distance from the intersection to end of this and offset from this point to here. Then again go to fillet between this and this. Okay. Now we have this point. Go to erase this. So we have completed the base. Now once you do that, I will go for line. Select endpoint of this to endpoint of this. Okay. Similarly, endpoint of this to intersection of this. Now we have this point. Now we will just break this line. Okay. And remove it. Go to move. Select this Y1 and bring it here. Okay. Now we have this X1, Y1 line. Now I need to get this point X2. So we will go, instead of writing it here, I will go to write it in this case. We will try to take it from here. Then what next? I want to measure, similarly, I want to measure the distance from offset. That is, you go for offset. Go to offset. Select the distance from endpoint of this to perpendicular to this or intersection of this. And the same thing which I second point is intersection of this, and from here you offset to the top side, which is that A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. So I will go to this point. Then similarly you take this, bring it nearer and go to line. Select this line from intersection of this to perpendicular to this. Again from endpoint of this to perpendicular to this. Okay. That is A and B. That is what we have got here. Okay. Now once you get this, similarly, that is A dash and B dash. So you go to fillet between these two. Then similarly fillet between this line and this line. Then the next thing is, again go to offset. Measure the distance from the intersection of this to end of this. And from here, you offset it here. So then you go to line, select from endpoint to perpendicular to this. Then go to erase, remove this. Then you join between line from endpoint to this axis line. Okay. Again, you go to offset, measure the distance from intersection of this to intersection of this. And from here, you offset it. Okay. Then for C and D now. So go to line, select between this point to perpendicular to this, and from end point to perpendicular to this. Now you go to fillet between this line and this line. Similarly between these two lines. Then rest of the things you remove it. So go to break, select this line and break it here. Now what I want is I want x2, y2. So again you come back here and here you type D2. Here you type, put the caps lock on, type x2. Then come down to this side, the text, and here you type y2. Y2. Then AVP. What is that? We will go for auxiliary vertical plane, horizontal plane. Go to D text. So you take EVP and then HP. Okay. Now you select this AVP HP. Okay. Now you come down to zoom window. Then go to move. Select this Y2, then HP, then AVP, then you have X2 here. Now go to zoom previous, then go to line, select this snap on, take end of this to end of this, then enter. Similarly, end of this to end of this. Then you take from end point of this to end point of this, then end of this to end of this. Similarly, from end of this to end of this, and from here to here. Once you do that, now I want to break these points. So go to modify, break at point, select this and break this at this point. Similarly, break, select this, break at this particular point, which is this point. Now I need to change all these hidden lines and all those things. So go to horizontal, go to zoom window. You take the boundary edges, select these 4 lines, that is all exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids, and then you select between these two. And similarly at this point, go to CH, go to layer, make that layer as views. Okay. Similarly, select this line and this line. Go to CH, go to layer, make that layer as hidden layer. And if you want, you can reduce it 0.75. Okay. Similarly, you select this line, go to CH, go to layer, make this layer as axis layer and bring it 0.5. Okay. Once you do that, so this is the drawing which you have to do it. Now the next thing is I need to name them. So it is A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. So I'll go for D text. I will remove this O snap. Select this here. I will type A dash. Then you come down to B dash. Then you come down to C dash. Then you come down to D dash. Okay. And here O dash will be in bracket. Of course, he has not given that. Okay. Then come down to P dash, Q dash, R dash, S dash. So here you come down to P dash, then you come down to Q dash, then you have R dash, then you have S dash. Okay. And here this is PQRS. So this will be O1 dash and without bracket. Here O dash with bracket. Sorry. O dash with bracket. Okay. Enter. Now go to zoom window, Z, enter, W, enter. So come down to this, go to move, remove the O snap, and you take P dash. Similarly, A dash, then B dash, then O dash, then C dash, then D dash. Here you take Q dash, then S dash, then R dash. Then you select this line and this line, go to CH, go to layer, make that layer as XY layer. Okay, and close it. So then you need to write the dimensions. So we have given all these basic dimensions. Go to angular dimension between these two. This is at 45 degrees. Again, zoom previous. Come down to this. Go to angular dimension between this line and this line, which is 30 degrees. So this is how we will be able to complete the drawing. Then go to zoom 0.7x. And now we will going to create a boundary here. So I will just go to line, draw one horizontal line of any length. Okay. Similarly, you draw the vertical line and then you have another line and then go to fillet between these two. So this is how you will be able to create the drawing of by using the auxiliary inclined plane method on the projections of solids.